If you really want to achieve success in business and in relationships in your life, you're going to have people around you who are willing to support you, support your efforts. I'm going through this process now myself. If you have a desire to achieve something, to better your life, and that person that you're involved with, be it a family member, a friend, boyfriend, husband, or whatever, does not actively support your efforts, you need to lower your communication or association with them. You have to think about the future. Let's say that hypothetically you have a business you tried to build. You have a 5-year plan, you have a 10-year plan, and it's all about growth and progression. You're doing all of this work, making all these sacrifices. A lot of people who go into business don't turn a profit right away. It usually takes them at least 3 fiscal quarters before they can see a profit. And that's in just about every business. So that means the 3 previous quarters, they had to put up money out of their pocket, sacrifice a lot of their time in order to make things happen. And for some people who don't understand the concept of business, they're looking at this person like they're crazy. They're wondering why they're doing all this stuff for free. They have no vision. They don't understand the concept of building your own legacy. But when it's time for the payoff, they're the first ones standing there grinning. They're all over you, and they're waiting for you to spend some of the bounty. You have to be careful who you have around you. I have a simple formula. I've had a lot of trials and tribulations in my life, and my life is getting better and better every single day. I can see myself twice as better as I am now this time next year. I have a 5-year plan. I have a 10-year plan. I have a plan for when I retire in another 12 years. I have a plan. And I have to think about what kind of people I have around me. So while I'm going through the struggle right now, while I'm making the sacrifice and spending the extra time without earning one single dime from what I'm doing, but I have the vision of knowing that it's going to pay off massively in the future, while I'm doing this now, I'm paying attention to who is supporting me, who is there for me, who's trying to understand me, who's trying to offer me just a little bit of help to help me to make it to the next milestone. That's when I'm paying attention to these people now. And I'm also paying attention to the people who aren't here. The best way for you to find out who is for you is once you come up, you think about your struggle. And you think about who was there for you and who wasn't when you were trying to build, not when it is already built. Who was there when you were trying to climb? Who was there when you were trying to sacrifice? Who was there? Not everybody's going to see the full vision like you are, because that's between you and your Creator. But there are some people who can see the potential in you and are willing to help you out. They're willing to sacrifice. They're willing to offer that kind word, that encouragement. They're willing to help fill in the gaps with things that you need. Those are the people. I think the biggest problem that a lot of successful people nowadays have is when they come across new people, they have to think in the back of their mind what that person's goal is, whether or not their intentions are good. They have to be careful. And I know it takes an emotional toll. It really does. But see, when the day does come and it's time for me to reap my harvest in the various things that I'm doing, I'm going to think about the people who were here now, because they're going to get a piece of it, because they saw that there was a little bit more than what was to the eye. I have a very modest living right now, but it's slowly growing. But it's growing. That's the thing. So be careful. You're going to have to be in protective mode. As you grow in your business, as you grow in your education, your personal life, or anything like that, you have to be protective of every single little thing you have. You have to be watchful. And it sounds like a pain, but really it isn't. It's common sense, actually. See, you're being blessed by the Creator to do certain things. You're not doing this thing by yourself. So wouldn't it be appropriate that you go ahead and protect what is given to you? Keep your priorities straight and remember who was there with you when you were climbing the mountain. And don't worry about who comes along once you get to the top of it, because they're not as important. Just saying.